so much happier. I don't know about your wig journey, but for me, I just sort of assumed that wigs were going to be uncomfortable. I have some hair. I have alopecia areata patchy, but when it's very thin, up on the top, especially if I've got like wefted pieces, it would just itch and scratch. And I was used to having to do that like thing where I tried to make it look like I wasn't moving my wig when I scratched and stuff. But I have an answer finally for that after all these years, and I've tried different things, and I wear a wig cap, so you would think that a wig cap would do it all, but for certain wigs, and actually most of my wigs, I can still feel the wig, and you don't want to feel your wig, do you? Like, that's the last thing. There have been so many situations where I've been talking to someone and I'm like, I'm thinking about my wig instead of this conversation right now because it's itchy. Finally, that doesn't happen to me anymore. So I wanted to share with you why that is. And there is a product that is now on the market, finally, that solves it. It's called, it's really cute, Scalp Cushion. Makes sense? Scalp Cushion, because it's cushion for your scalp. See? Magic. But I've got it on right now. So I'm going to take off my wig and show you how this works. So as you see, I have the ophiasis pattern situation. If you don't know what that is, that's where you lose your hair backwards like that as part of alopecia areata. Different to androgenetic thinning, it's like a thick band of hair that I lose. So I wear a wig cap, like I said. Now, the wig cap doesn't do it all. You do need scalp cushion if you're going to get the relief from the scratchiness. And this is the baby, the scalp cushion. Isn't it cute? It's got around it the silicone, which I didn't understand the importance of this, but it's medical grade silicone. So the magic of it is if you're somebody that's allergic to wigs or certain plastics, like I'm a latex allergy person, this is going to be fine for me. And it might even, there's a chance, I guess, like if certain wigs make your head a little bit allergy stuff, this might actually protect you in some way. I think it's super cool that it's medical grade, not it is hypoallergenic, so it's not going to hurt your head. And the material is super duper thin. Have you ever had those, like, the best way to describe it is like those super, super thin layers under dresses? It feels like that, where you can't even feel them. It's very comfy. And you put it on your head like this. You put it on the crown. So not super forward, but you put it where you're going to get that scratchiness. You put it there. I don't understand how this works. This makes me feel like a magician. It stays. No matter what I do when I put my wig on, it stays exactly where I need it to stay. So you put your wig on like you would normally, like this. And I'll just check my lace front and the front. And it's there, protecting my head. I can't feel the wig at all. Give it a big shake. Test out how it feels. I guess the important thing is I can't feel it. So I actually don't know how it feels because I can't feel it, which is the really important part. I can't feel my wig and I can't feel the scalp cushion, which is what you want. And it's just like, have you ever had a moment where you put on some clothing or you get a haircut, you get something happens to you and you just go, oh, thank God, like that's me. This is the way I feel. It's like the ah moment that we've all been looking at. Moment is just happening to me right now. So I want you to try out Scalp Cushion as an answer to those scratchiness situations on your head if you're wearing wigs. And you can do it with toppers too. If you're a topper person, if you've got thinning hair and you do toppers or toupees, it all works for those. And if you have a super duper scratchy wig, which I think most of us, like, we have that one wig that we just love the way it sits, so the color's perfect, but the top is so painful. It is what I would like to describe as the stiletto heel of wigs, that thing that you're like, I know I'm not going to be able to walk for the next 3 days, but God, I'm going to look good. For that wig, there's a 3-layer. So this is a 2-layer that I've got. This has got 3 layers of material, so it's just a little bit thicker. But super important for anyone that's worried about sweatiness with wigs. If you're just a little bit of a warmer person, no judgment, and you sweat and you worry that your wig is going to sweat or that you're going to put this on and it's going to add heat, it doesn't. I don't know how they did it, but it doesn't. So the 3 layers for those extra scratchy wigs, 2-layer for me because I've got hair. You can choose. I don't know a world in which you shouldn't just buy this with your wig. Like, it's just the way you should do it. If you order a wig, order a scalp cushion, because it's going to make your life more comfortable. Maybe get a 2 and a 3 to test them out. It's worth it, I promise, because I'm talking to you right now. Previously, when I've done all my on-camera stuff, I'm so aware I'm wearing a wig because I can feel the scratchy as I move. This feels like a just freedom situation, talking to you and not being aware that I'm wearing a wig. Despite the fact that I'm at Wigs.com, which would make it pretty obvious that I'm wearing a wig. But beside that, I can't feel it. And that's really important. So I want you to feel